Patrick Starr and One Size Beauty are in the drama again. Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. So let's talk. I feel like we need to talk. I'm not in my normal setup right now, so bear with me right now. So check this out. So Patrick Starr, oh, what can I say about Patrick Starr? Okay, I've met Patrick Starr a few times. Very loving, sweet person. I always got the vibe that he was very standoffish, like he has a guard up, you know, because people probably use him in the industry. But the times I've met him, he seemed really nice. He was always really cool, going with the flow. But I just wish sometimes he would let that guard down and really show who he really is. But, you know, I guess when you're around critics or drama channels, you just tend to be like, ooh, this is why I don't have any friends. But anyways, let's talk about it. So Patrick Starr has a setting spray. I love the setting spray. I have used it. I swear by it. It really does lock it all in place. Especially when I'm in the clown gig for a long time. I spray the setting spray and it locks it in. I even used it on my birthday dinner a few days ago. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I love you. If you want to wish me happy birthday, just drop a heart in the chat. I appreciate that. And leave me a like, because I can get a like to save my life. But the Patrick Starr setting spray is really great. There, you know, of course, it had some issues that he did address when people said it had white powder coming out.
This is absolutely unacceptable.
Why is it coming out like that?
When I say I am mortified, I have no words when I saw the videos of Sarah and Anissa. And I want to give my most sincerest apologies to Sarah and Anissa. And for anyone else that received a defective On Till Dawn setting spray that's spraying white, I'm so sorry. If you guys are new, by the way, I am Patrick Starr, the founder of this brand, One Size Beauty. And I have seen so many people fall in love with this product. And then recently, I've seen some people have issues with it spraying white. As the founder, I take full responsibility with my team to make this right. We have contacted those that have received and reported a defective bottle if they have not already returned it for a refund. But we take this very seriously. We go through extensive testing with products, all the products at One Size, for the best quality product. If you guys don't know, I love makeup. I'm obsessed with it, and I want nothing but the best for my brand, but also for you that believe in this brand, One Size Beauty. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM One Size. I am also on the One Size account. You can DM us on Instagram and also on TikTok. And we hope that you still continue to believe in this. I love it. And just to show you, this is a brand new one that I have. We're doing our best. And believe in me as a founder that I will make things right the best that I can. And it's my first time being a founder.
If Jaclyn Hill would address her lipsticks as quickly as Patrick Starr addressed the setting spray in the white, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal, but who knows? Who am I? So then, if you really look at the Patrick Starr, because like people don't really clock it, girl. I clock at the house. The ups and flows of the One Size Beauty brand, right? It was on the up. And that setting spray with the white stuff, the brand took a hit because of it, okay? And then he had the success of the pink powder, which that's a trend I feel like I missed out on, but the girlies are loving pink powder underneath here, and I see a lot of people doing it. It's like a new trend, using like this.
If you are not using this pink powder by One Size under your eye and all over your face, this powder really snatches the look. It's very pink, and you need it. And plus, I'm in a pride parade today with One Size. This powder, Ultra Pink, blends in so perfectly with Attention Seeker blush. You guys see the vision, the pink in the pink? It is just giving. I applied some peach right before, but the transition from the pink and the under eye to the peach to the bronzer is just immaculate. It's giving pride, it's giving realness, it's giving proud. And I am fucking proud of this blush and the pink under eye powder. Go ahead and snatch it right now at One Size and Sephora.
Setting powder that's pink underneath the eye. And it was a really good success. A lot of people talked about it. I think it sold out. It sold out at Sephora last time I checked. So then the brand was on the up and up. But then I saw his friend Manny Mua come out with pink powders too. And I'm like, oh my God, are y'all copying each other? Like, is Manny copying? But that's just my opinion. This is why I don't have any friends. This is literally why. Because I'm like, let Patrick Starr have that moment.
Baby, I got you. Let me show you the difference between pink. Okay, you guys, so pink is just gonna give us a little bit more of brightness, a pink undertone, We're gonna use this to set.
Let him be known for the pink powder. Not everyone else coming out with pink powders. And did you notice that when Manny dropped his pink powders, he didn't do like a video, like a direct video about it? It was like a video within a video. I think it was like a Marshall's haul or something. He was like, I have pink powders now, check it out. Anyways, all that to say this. So the Patrick Starr came out with pink powders up on the up and up, right? Well, Beyonce had her concert. And some people said that Beyonce paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for it to rain. No, this was a natural occurrence. It naturally did rain that night. Beyonce and her team waited for, I think, an hour for the rain to stop. It didn't stop, so she went out and she performed. And when she was performing in the rain, her makeup stayed on. So here's the drama. So the makeup artist who does Beyonce's makeup posted, thank you Patrick Starr at One Size Beauty because of your setting spray. Beyonce's makeup stayed put on the show at the concert. Okay, great, awesome.
Beyonce is wearing Until Dawn setting spray. So her makeup artist Raquel, who I've known for years, is her makeup artist on tour. And last night in the concert, it rained. And he texted me today at 2:14 p.m., One Size spray come through. And I was like, what? Let me show you the video. Do you see? It is legit raining at her concert. And I'm going to show you what he captioned on his Instagram. You see, it says Washington, D.C., night 2. Oh my gosh, and it says right here, built for the elements, rain or shine, B did her thing at Beyonce. Shout out to Neil on the hair. This is where I'm dying right now. It says, Patrick Starr, I love you. Your spray helped us get through the show at One Size. Oh, and also, guys, I said, bitch, do you need more or what? He goes, I have enough to get me to Vegas. Can you bring me some there? Yes. And he goes, the dancers love it too. And I said, say less. So I guess I'm going to Vegas.
Patrick Starr hyped it up. Patrick Starr was shook. And I would be too. I would be too. Let y'all want to sit here and pass judgment, but you know you would be too. So shout out for Patrick for that. Patrick Starr milked it the house. I've seen articles being written that the Patrick Starr One Size spray that locked Beyonce's face. I mean, the articles were like, Beyonce uses this setting spray to keep her makeup on during the rain and stuff like that. The Patrick Starr setting spray, I don't know if it's sold out or not. I've been knowing it was a good product. Y'all just found it out. Y'all late to the game. Well then, like I said, the makeup artist posted that on his Instagram. The makeup artist Instagram. Not Beyonce's Instagram. The makeup artist Instagram. Well then, Patrick Starr had a lot to say. And then it got deleted. The part where it said Patrick Starr at One Size is gone. And I think because Beyonce and the team said, take that down. Because what's happening now is a lot of shadiness. I've seen comments. I've seen people speculate things. I don't think that's the tea, but I think it's looking like, okay, you know, we're gonna push. I'm gonna use your makeup on Beyonce. Pay me, and then when she goes on stage, I'll tag you. Like, that's the vibe that I think is going on. I don't know if that's like the trueness that's going on, but I think. So here's the drama. Let me fix this thing. Okay, here's the drama, right? I was shocked to see that the makeup artist deleted the post or whatever. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay. I think Beyonce and the team said, listen, y'all are literally selling out brands and selling out these makeup off the back of Beyonce. And it's looking like a sponsorship, and it's not a sponsorship. So take it down. I can see how it could look shady. I could see how that Beyonce and her team are like, oh, okay, so all these articles are being written about the setting spray that saved her face, but I didn't approve that. You're posting stuff and I'm not approving it. Yes, post a picture, but you should have ran it by me first. I think he might get fired. And at the end of the day, then people are questioning, does Beyonce even know who Patrick Starr is and stuff? Like, who knows? Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. There was a text message about Patrick Starr going to Vegas. Maybe he'll meet Beyonce. I don't know. I would be shocked, but I don't know what's going to happen. I think a lot of people are waiting on Pigeon Hill to see what's going to happen with that. But I do think it was shady. Damn eyelash. I do think it was shady for that guy to, post Patrick Starr and then have to change it. It's like a slap in the face. The comments are still there, though you can obviously see that, the makeup was used, the setting spray. But this is just like James Charles, in a way, not really. James Charles like, Beyonce used my makeup. Well, does Beyonce even know that she really used your makeup? Or was it the makeup artist who did it? You know what I'm saying? And so then here you have James Charles using Beyonce's name to sell his makeup, and Beyonce doesn't even know about it. So it is bringing up a lot of questions, and it is, I think, a cause for concern. But listen, at the end of the day, the setting spray is great. Because you know why? Because I'm telling you it was great. I'll even link it right here if you guys want to purchase it, if I can find it. It's a great setting spray. It will lock your makeup in place. And Patrick Starr went viral for even jumping in the water and coming back out with it not moving. So I think it's a good product. And another thing is that, again, Patrick Starr with that makeup melting spray, I like that one too. I don't see him use it that much though, because when he did that wedding, when he went to Michaela's wedding, he was on Instagram or what, TikTok live, and he used a makeup wipe, and I'm like, where's the spray? Use the spray. So I'm like, but I like the spray. I do like it. I swear by it, because to take all this clown makeup off, I need the spray. It dissolves it away and wipe it, whatever. Anyways, so that's pretty much the tea right now with Patrick Boom Boom Starr, and Miss James Charles been keeping me very busy lately. And James Charles still has not addressed the dyes, the red dye and the orange dye in the James Charles painted makeup. Oh, but I did see Manny Mua supporting James Charles. He did a little review. So let me roll you that. Here we go.
I think it's time for a brutally honest review of Miss Painted. First and foremost, the aesthetic I think is fantastic. I really do like the clean white finish. Look how big the sponge is. Bitch. I have no blush on because I want to use the pink one, Miss Pinky Promise, as blush today. I'm going to take a little bit and really pat. Okay, well, we're going to take a little bit and we're going to pat it out and see where we go from here. That's lovely. Look how pigmented these are, you guys. Holy crap. I'll say you have a good, 15 seconds before they dry down, too. So be aware of that. You don't have forever to blend them out, but you do have a good amount of time. Okay, so we're back and my base is on. I want to use cold brew, all over my lid, almost like a brown smoky eye. And then I want to do Miss Ink as an eyeliner to see how these hold up. I'm curious. It's super tiny dot. It's too small. Do you know what I wish this had? I wish that the little eye set actually had a really dense, small blender. I wish it had a dense, small, fluffy, synthetic blender. I wish it had that. Something like this. Do you see how it's a small, dense blender? Very packed. I wish it had something like that. James for the next one. Brushes are very beautiful though. They're very sleek, and I believe they are in the $8 range. Taking J1, and we're gonna put it all over the lid, and then I'll blend out after with the dense blender. Look how full coverage this is. A little dense blender I was talking about. And we're going to run that, and I'm gonna kind of blend out to make a smoky eye. I will say immediately that these are extremely pigmented and very easy to blend out because they are blending. I was a little nervous because, with paint, you never know, but they're very thin but full coverage. Okay, J5 brush and the ink black shade. And let's see how it goes on. Extremely, extremely black. Full coverage, very pigmented. Wow, I like it. I feel like it dries down to a really nice matte finish. That's pretty sickening, bitch. By the way, I did add a powder blush and a little bit of highlighter on top of the cream. So I don't want you to think oh my God, look at the blush. It's yes, it's my base blush and it was great. But I have powder and I have highlight on top. Lastly, let's take Left on Red and we're gonna put that on the lips and see if we can use it as a lipstick. These are so shockingly thin and full coverage. It's actually kind of like a gag. This is it on the lips. Very full coverage. It's a little dry for me. I feel like I'm not really into the mattifying lips anymore. And this is pretty matte. Yeah. Damn. Even the Glock 3000 Overall, my first impressions review, I actually think that these are fantastic. I like the way they dry down. They dry to a nice matte finish. They're very thin, but full coverage, and they blend really nicely and easily. So I'm gonna keep playing with them. I'm gonna keep trying them out, and overall, I'm very impressed. Good job, Painted. Let's try this again, shall we? So I have a lot of comments in this video about the brown paint looking patchy on camera. I'm gonna show you guys in real time how it goes on. No edits, no cuts when applying it. I'm gonna take the Cold Brew by Painted, so you guys can see. So I have vitiligo, right? It's a skin condition where I lose pigment in areas of my face and I have it all around my eyes. And that's why my eyes are so veiny, because I'm missing a lot of pigment there. So when you're applying something like this, which is a cream, it's gonna go on darker where I apply it. And then as I'm blending it outwards, it's going to lighten up. So let's take a little bit of it, not a lot. I mean, if you want to take a lot, absolutely take a lot, but I'm just taking a little bit because I want to just apply it. So where I'm applying it, it is very, pigmented, full coverage. And as I'm going outwards, I'm blending it and it's getting lighter because I'm using lighter pressure and I'm actually blending the shade. It's not that it's patchy, it's that the part where it's a little bit more sheer as I'm blending is showing more of my veins because of my vitiligo. So I know it might have looked patchy on camera, it's very HD on this camera, but I promise you, it's actually not patchy. It's really not. And you can just continuously blend. It's not a hard thing to blend out. You just keep going lighter and lighter with the pressure. So it starts off dark, and then as you go out, it blends out. But as you can see, it's not that it's patchy. It's that my veins, because of my vitiligo, pop through and it seems like, oh, it's kind of like patchy looking, This I'm actually gonna take an eyeshadow that's a brown, just an actual plain eyeshadow, a powder eyeshadow, a brown shade. I'm gonna apply this with no primer, just like I did the paint, and you will see that even eyeshadow can look a little patchy without a base. The reason I'm not using a base for the paint is because I was actually using the paint as my base. So as I'm applying a dark shadow, you can see that as I'm blending it away, it's starting to show my veins and things going through. So a lot of people that were like, oh, when you do your eyeshadow, it doesn't look patchy like that, because I usually have a full coverage base on my eyes because of my vitiligo. So that's kind of why I kind of wanted to explain it, because I think a lot of people were, saying that like either I was not applying the product correctly or it just looked like shit, but it actually isn't. It actually isn't, So once I keep applying this shadow, as you can see, it can be full coverage here, and then it'll look a little more patchy out here because I'm blending it out, but it's not a patchy shade. Does that make sense? Cream, powder. So I hope this gave a little bit more insight on how the product works. It's not that it's patchy. I have missing color on my skin, and I can't help it. And so sometimes it might look patchy. So I apologize for that, but it really is not a patchy product.
So I think we're gonna have to talk about that in another video, because there's a lot to unpack there, but we'll talk about that later. But anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. It's Leo season, Leo gang. If you're a Leo, put a Leo, just type Leo in the chat. I appreciate that so much. But anyways, check me out on all my social medias. Get out there and find me. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you so much.